So originally, this video was going to be an unboxing video. Me showing you off my new toy, Komplete 13 Ultimate Collector's Edition, on disc. Partway through filming the video, things took a sudden left turn. And I think this video is going to be rather more useful than it originally could have been. I started installing and then I found things aren't quite what I was expecting. So watch this to the end and I'll show you what the dickens was going on. A good few years ago, I cross-graded from Contact 4, which came on a whole bunch of DVDs, to Komplete 9 Ultimate, which came in a lovely, impressive box with a lovely, impressive gatefold sleeve. You could feel the quality oozing out of the box. So what was in the box? Well, there was a lot of packaging, the all-important serial number, some stickers, which I think are still in there somewhere, a disc, and a cable. A very short cable. A box that size, and the meat is this big. Well, the years have passed by, and it's now time to upgrade again to something with hardware. As luck would have it, I found an online sale which was cheaper to buy the upgrade on disc than it was to buy the license alone from Native Instruments. Go figure, as they say. So, what's in the box? Okay. A 1 terabyte solid state disc. Komplete 13 Ultimate license and a cable. The difference between the two, Komplete Ultimate 9 came in at 370 gigabytes of sound, 65 instruments and effects, because there's a nice big sticker on the front that says so. This has a very small sticker on the side which says that it has 850 gigabytes of expansions, instruments and effects. So let's take a look at what all that means. Okay, so we're good to go. So we've got the disk drive out of the box and we've got the cable, which has a data drive connector at that end, and at this end has a USB-C adapter, which we don't need because we're going to use the USB 3 cable to install it. I've got Native Access running, so let's see what happens. Plug that into there and plug that into the computer, making sure I've got the cable the right way up. Now be a momentary pause. Hello. And it's recognised that there's all sorts of goodies on there, which we'll just close down. But it's asking me for my serial number, which comes on this funky little card. Now, it comes on a funky little card that is so small you can't read the damn thing. So, you always expect that you can just start typing and you can't. And you also have to be very careful because the font face they use is not the easiest to distinguish some of the characters from the letters. And off it goes. Oh, wonderful. Right. Let's visit the products not installed. And the not installed number has gone up immensely. So we'll look back to our installed products, everything's there. And now we have all these wonderful things that we can add, which I haven't already installed. Now, in the previous video, I did talk about the K drive and getting it. So what we will do is you can either click the install all, in which case it will just flood them across, or what we'll do is we'll be a bit more circumspect and we'll install the Amati violin. And why is it downloading it when it's got a disc? That's a bit weird. I've got a disc here with all the stuff on it, and yet it says it's downloading it. That's very strange. So I think we'll cancel that. That is very odd. I have a USB disc sat here. You would think it would rip it across in next to no time. So we're going to stop that because I don't think that's working correctly. And we're going to exit native access. And I'm going to eject the disk. Right. So I don't understand why that didn't work. That's really strange. Now let's put that back in. Let's sign into native access. Right. Okay. Now let's do that. And it's doing it again. I don't understand this. This is very strange. This is not behaving in the way that you would expect. It's detected the hard drive, but it's not installing it. Which is very strange. This is damn odd. Because it's trying to download it when it should be installing it off disk. Right, let's just stop that. Let's just try installing that. Now it's installing that. This is very, very strange. So clearly, buying the disk and expecting that you've got the software so you can install it offline is a non-starter. In fact, that's a thought. Let's try taking the disk offline and seeing what happens. I've now disconnected from the internet. Network errors occur. Right, so clearly it requires a network connection. It requires, no, it's not a demo version. Retry. Right, it's installed it, but it needs a network connection to access it. This does not sound right to me. This is very, very odd. I'll stop the video here, but I'll update you when I've finally worked out why it's not behaving in the way that you would expect it to. So I think I've figured out what's going on. Some of the files on the list here have this little icon next to them, and when you hover over it, it says it will be installed from the disk drive. The Amati Violin and Anima Ascent and Cloud Supply don't have that. They, although they might be on the disk, they aren't going to be installed from it. It will download them instead. When you look at the Amati Violin, it's version 1.0.1, so there's an update to it. Fair enough. You would think it would install the original version and then download the update. This is a 2.0.0, so clearly that version is on the disk. It's a 0.0 version. Again, Anima Ascent 1.0.1. Again, you would think they would do the update, but that's a much smaller file. It's less than a gigabyte rather than over 20 gigabytes. The fun starts when you come down to things like Creator Tools 1.3.0. That's a 0.0 version, and when you hover over it, it says it's an incomplete version. It's not the latest version, rather, and an update will be downloaded when you install it off disk. Again, you come down here, the cloud supply is a 1.0.0. It's the original version, but it's not going to be off the disk. It's going to be installed from the cloud, if you pardon the expression. So there's an inconsistency there. Anyway, it took its own sweet time, but I can now show you that the Amati violin did in the end download, and I have installed it. And it does sound rather sweet. I don't know about a coffee. I think I need a stiff drink after all that. Anyway, I'm going to gently upload, download, install, whatever, some more of this software so I can start using it. If you found the video useful, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. And until next time, you take care of yourselves.